actually gives us some practical guidelines that focuses our business.
What you learn in 2 days out of the office, you couldn't learn in the office in a year, I don't think.
And we've had 100% growth 3 years in a row. I can definitely say the last 2.5 years I would definitely attribute to the Rockefeller Habits methodology.
Those people who are educating themselves are going to stay out in front.
Best $1,000 you'll ever spend in your life.
Education's good. VERNE spends a lot of time thinking about what speakers to bring out. They're generally current, topical. He's got a sense of what's happening in the Australian economy.
VERNE is fantastic at basically understanding and getting to grips with all the fantastic thought leadership that there are in business, in management and leadership today. And he distills it and gives really practical examples of both what he does in his business and what other businesses do.
You save having to read about 10 books. It's fantastic. Much faster than reading 10 books.
I think the Australian speakers are good. They add that kind of local flavour that means you feel a little bit more aligned to their content sometimes.
I mean, the great thing about Australian speakers, from my experience, was that they were case studies. It made it feel very real, and I had the sense that, if they could do it, so could I.
There's such a variety. Some are entertaining, some are funny, some are very serious, some are very rigorous. But all of their content is brilliant.
Most of the international speakers I've heard seem to value the Australian market. They seem to understand some of our strengths.
Bob Bloom last year was a particular standout for us on the inside strategy, and that was an amazing workshop, and it was great because the workshop worked on our business, so we got a lot of free input to our business.
From VERNE's work, it added a lot of structure to my business that I needed.
We implemented a few of the Rockefeller habits, and we kind of sat down with the checklist and had our first strategic meeting. So that strategic meeting, we went through the checklist and we couldn't tick off one thing on the list. It was fantastic.
Some really specific things that I took away and implemented straight away, and some of which have had instant financial impact to the business.
We have implemented the Rockefeller habits throughout our business over the last 3 years. So we're doing the daily huddle, weekly and monthly and quarterly meetings, themes, and have put most of our team through.
Okay, 3 things most important. 1, understand the purpose of your business, have a very clear brand promise, and do the daily huddles. And I think if you do those 3 things, that could revolutionise your business. Well, I'll tell you why, because there's so much content that when you're in the sessions, there's some things which you hone in on because that's what's relevant to you right there and then. But 6 months down the line, something else might be very relevant to your business, and so that's what you really focus on. I think there's such a lot of content that it's hard to get across everything all at once, and that's why I really recommend to people that they come back.
Well, the quality of the international speakers are great. I get more from coming and hearing them speak than just sitting and reading their books at home on my own, and I come away with much more take-home value.
The value we get from it, to be honest, we've taken a lot from it, from all of the speakers, and implemented it into our business.
I think he's entertaining, he's enthusiastic, and obviously with that comes passion. And I think that's what makes us come back, is that the fact that we are excited and encouraged by his passion for what he sees as growth businesses.
For us, it was a no-brainer to start bringing our entire team either to the Rockefeller Habits workshops to upskill them, and then also to take them and then essentially take them to the Growth Summit, because we went to the Growth Summit by ourselves and we thought, wouldn't it be great if we could take the team along to get the same passion and enthusiasm amongst the team.
I'm not great at implementing everything I hear. I come away with lots of ideas and then I get caught up in the next thing. When I bring my team, I find that much more gets implemented back into the business. And when I say team members, I mean the whole team, right down to the junior staff, and they find it such a privilege. They thank me for weeks afterwards.